Today's video, we are going to learn more about the pelvis. We will concentrate on the significance of ischial spine and also know where is sacrospinous and sacrotuberous ligaments lie in the body. Lot of times you'll be asked, what is the significance of ischial spine? Ischial spine is the most pointed structure in the pelvis. If you can see here, this is the greater sciatic notch and then this is the lesser sciatic notch. You can see greater sciatic notch, this thing here, and lesser sciatic notch, and this pointed stuff is called as ischial spine. So in obstetric it is very important to know the significance of ischial spine. So at the level of ischial spine, the most important internal rotation, when the delivery is occurring, this is the place where internal rotation of the head or the presenting part takes place. So that's first, the most significant thing. Second thing, this is the attachment of sacrospinous ligament and also levator ani. So it gives origin to sacrospinous ligament and levator ani muscle. A portion of levator ani comes from here. Next, this is the narrowest portion in the pelvis. So if you see, this becomes the narrowest portion. So in case while you are examining, if both the spines are very close to each other, it also signifies a contracted pelvis or there can be a difficulty in delivery. So interspinous is the narrowest portion of cervix, of pelvis, sorry. Next, very important is that this is the place where pudendal block is given. So in case the pudendal nerve, it goes here, it curves around behindly and comes down. So the pudendal block which is given 1 centimeter medial and lower to the ischial spine. So it's a very important bony landmark which tells us where the pudendal nerve is. Now coming to obstetric, this is the place from where the station of presenting part is decided. So if the presenting part, that is the lowest portion of the head or whatever is presenting is at this level, then it is station 0. We do the PV examination in a woman who is in labor, or we are assessing a pelvis. What we do is we put our fingers, 2 fingers inside, and we go and we palpate the ischial spine. And we feel where is the head or the presenting part. So in case it is at the level of ischial spine, it is station 0. 1 centimeter above, -1. 2 centimeters above, -2. Similarly, if the level is below ischial spine, it's +1, +2, +3, and so on. So that's how we examine the thing. Another thing we check, if we can place both our fingers like this together on ischial spine, that means it signifies that the pelvis is significantly small. So ideally you will not be able to place two of your fingers directly on the ischial spines. So once again revising, ischial spine is a place where internal rotation of the presenting part or the head takes place during active labor. It is the place which gives origin to sacrospinous ligament and portion of levator ani muscle. It is the place from where we can examine station. It helps us know about the pelvis, how good the passage is it broad or it's very narrow or whatever. This is the place where pudendal block is given. As I said, that 1 centimeter medial and below where the pudendal block is given. And it's also a rough place from where the ureters turn anteriorly. So the ureters are coming from the kidney and it's somewhere near the level of ischial spine that they take the course of the ureter changes. So these are few things which are very important about ischial spine. Now you can see one triangular ligament which is attached to the ischial spine and is going to the lateral border of coccyx and the lower part of the sacrum. This is a very important ligament. It is called as sacrospinous ligament. Important in the sense it has importance in gynecology. because whenever the patient comes with vault prolapse, it is this ligament that the vaginal vault is fixed to. So it's called as sacrospinous ligament suspension. It is done for few cases of vault prolapse. Also, it is done sometimes in cases of precedentia or third degree uterine prolapse as a prophylactic measure. So we need to know that this is the kind of, it's a flat triangular ligament, and there is another ligament which is called as sacrotuberous ligament, which lies like this behind, which we will recreate and see next. So for better understanding, here we can see, pay attention to both the sides. This is the ischial spine, which we have already discussed in detail. The blue colored triangular ligament which we have recreated is the sacrospinous ligament, which we just discussed in detail. And now the yellow color is the sacrotuberous ligament. So it is arising from the medial border of the ischial tuberosity, if you can see here, and is attached to the upper portion of the sacrum. So if you want to appreciate the sacrotuberous ligament better, we just have to see that this is actually attached to the medial border of the sacral of the ischial tuberosity, and it fans like this and is attached to the posterior superior iliac spine and posterior inferior iliac spine. Also, it is attached to the lateral border of the upper portion, the sacrum. And this, because of these two ligaments, the greater sciatic notch and the lesser sciatic notch is now converted into foramen. So it makes a proper foramen, greater sciatic foramen and a lesser sciatic foramen. It is very important to know about these, as the pudendal nerve curves around